Welcome to another episode of the Career Mode series, and as you can see, we are 4th in the table. A couple of games ago, we were 15th. So we've rocketed up the table. I know it's early in the season, but that's a pretty good start, to be honest. Top scorers, we have nobody in the top goal scorers chart, really. Looking down, we've spread our goals out pretty well. Larsson is our joint top goal scorer. Today's game is against Stoke City, and we have another game afterwards, but I'm going to keep the squad exactly as it is because we've done so well with it. Stoke City against Sunderland is our first game of today, and as you can see, it may have been obvious in the last episode, but I made a mistake. I sort of didn't save my audio before I recorded the next episode, which was the pack opening video. Wow, this pitch looks awesome. I've never seen a pitch like that. I guess I've not really played at Stoke Stadium. But yeah, I made a mistake, so I've had to redo that audio as the old style instead of how I'm doing it whilst the construction works outside. Correa's played it through nicely with Januzaj. They both won headers somehow and they're midgets. I don't know how they did that, but Januzaj hits the post! Oh, I thought I'd scored. Iheanacho keeps the ball on, though. Can I do something with it? No, I can't. Correa's got it, plays it through to Iheanacho. He takes a good first touch. Can I cut back inside on his left foot to finish the shot? Shoot again! And he's finished. Got lucky with the rebound. But it went straight to him and he poached it and finished that into the bottom corner. This game's been very boring. It's been all midfield so far, and I'm just so glad that I actually got that goal because it's been a very tough game. They've not really done anything with it, but I just can't break him down. It's been difficult. Half time in this game, it's been quite a boring game so far. I've only had 4 shots. They've had 2. And the possession's been pretty even. But if you look at where the percentage of it is, 30% and 22% is in the midfield. So more than 50% of the game's just been sitting in that midfield so far. Just looking at how our team's playing so far, it's been okay, but I think we need to put McNair and Musonda on because at the moment it's been a bit tight in there and Dong's not really done much for us going forward. So I'm going to do that, and I think I might also put Defoe on because Correa looks a bit tired, so we'll get some fresh legs on. Alright, I know it's ambitious, but most of these free kicks from here don't really do anything against Premier League teams, so I'm just going to give it a smash with Larsson. Boosh. Well, that was rubbish. Defoe is through. Musonda's out wide on the other side. Can I do something with him? Cut inside and finesse it round. Defoe knocks it in instead. He's stolen the goal. Defoe, the goal stealer. What happened there? And Musonda picks it up, does a little roll inside, nice, and then kicks it through, kicks it at Defoe, who somehow megs the keeper. Wow, that was a weird goal. Defoe has been played through by McNair. Can I do anything with Defoe? Let's cut inside, keep going inside, and just leather it. And Iheanacho finishes the rebound. Got lucky with that goal. What happened to Defoe there? He just sort of like phased through the air. 3-0 to Sunderland. That's another game of a win. And I think that will mean that we might have to push up the difficulty because I know I said 5 games to win and then we'll push it up, but a couple of these games they've been boring, but they've been easy. Like, I'm able to score goals like this on the counter after I've scored 1 goal, and that's all you need to really do in career mode because they just sort of go all out attack and you can sort of just counter and counter and counter every time. But that is the end of the game. And that means that Sunderland are quite high up in the table. As you can see there, 8 and 7 shots on target compared to theirs. Even my shot with the free kick from miles out was on target somehow. This table after 8 games looks ridiculous. Watford and Sunderland in 2nd and 3rd, and Hull in 6th. Spurs are 19th. They've won 1 game. Liverpool are 16th. Man U are 14th. And Chelsea are top. And obviously this game, like many games, sort of takes what happens on the last season. And obviously from last season, Chelsea were terrible. Like on Football Manager, Chelsea always finish like 15th in the first season that you play because it's just ridiculous. And because there is that need to try and stay in that top 4, I'm going to keep the squad exactly as it is. And as you can see, Iheanacho and Correa are both on completely directional up arrows, which means they are in top form. And all of my players have a little up arrow pointed at them. Even Oviedo. So I'm going to keep him there for this game. Let's see if we can get another win under our belts. West Ham against Sunderland. This is going to be our second game of the episode and our second game for a while because I have some plans for this series because, as I've said, I've changed it a little bit and I worked out that after this episode, I think we still need to do 5 more before we can get to the January transfer window. And obviously, after this first season's happened is where we're going to get some interesting transfers and things like that. Because the first season with Sunderland, we're clearly not going to have a lot of money to spend on players because we've not done very well in the league. And that is an insane shot from Antonio. The start of the second season's budget should be a lot higher than it was at the start of this season. I know we got the 60% increase, but in terms of where we should finish, if we can get Europa League spot, we'll get a lot more prize money and we'll be able to enter a better pre-season tournament because we'll be better in prestige than the other teams in that tournament. So we should, hopefully, get something nice for there. Can I play Larsson? And Januzaj finishes the goal and a little flip in the air. That's a nice goal from us. Oh no, he's gone all the way through. Keeper, yes. Let's go on a counter. There we are. Kessie plays it over to Iheanacho with a lovely ball. And this is where this game gets easy because as soon as you go 1 up, the opposition seems to always go sort of more attacking and it means you can actually hit them on a counter. Oh. What? How is that a pen? How is that a penalty? Where's the free kick on the edge of the box then? Oh, come on. He fell over his leg. He's going to go right. And he's hit the post anyway. That's just desserts because that was not a penalty. That's just like where you try and block it and he falls over your leg. Iheanacho is charging on our counter-attack. Over to Correa, who takes a touch inside, a little ball through to him, and it's a blocked shot. I think in terms of schedules for the career mode, I do want to start talking more about the different subjects I wanted to, but it's difficult to at the moment because, as I said before, there isn't much football to talk about at the moment. I guess with the schedule, I'm going to do videos more like this, just to change it up a bit, but also, I'm going to try and speed it up a bit to make sure that we get plenty of time to buy players for January and able to sell them. Because like I said already in this video, in this game, I want as much money to buy players. Let's have a massive run up, really long power, and going into the halftime break, I don't think we need to do much. We've had a fair few shots. I mean, I can't really class that free kick from miles out as a shot, but we have had pretty decent. Wow, their shot accuracy, 16% compared to 50. So yeah, their shots have been appalling. Our shots have been better. The reason why I'm so confident that we're going to get a lot more money as a transfer budget is because I signed a lot of young players this season. And by the end of this season, I should have a few of them that have peaked over 80 in their overall rating, and if I get offers for them in the summer, I should be able to sell them for a lot of money, which means we can put that into our transfer budget and means we can buy even better players, even younger players, and then maybe sell them on. We can be almost like a Southampton, but with better. Well, Southampton or I guess Monaco, you could say, because they do the same thing. And look at how many of their players are getting sold. They could make upwards of like 250 million this summer just from player sales. They've already sold Bernardo Silva for like 43 million. If Mbappe goes for like 80 million or some ridiculous fee they're looking at selling him for, you've got Bakayoko, who's supposedly about 40 million or 35 million. You've got Mendy, who's supposedly quite a lot as well, maybe 30, 35 million as well. They could be selling a lot of players this summer. And it's going to be difficult for them next season, but it should be a good season for them if they can keep a few of them players and meld in a few younger players again, and also try and bring through some in the transfer window, because they've already got Yuri Tielemans or Tielemans or however you say his name, and who's a sick player, and he's sort of replacing, I guess, Bakayoko if he goes. And if he doesn't go, then I guess they're in luck because they've got another good central midfielder. I'm going to make a sub here. Kessie's looking tired, so I'm going to put McNair on. And I think I'm going to put Musonda on for Iheanacho. And then I guess, same as normal, put Defoe on just to give us a bit of extra firepower up front. Defoe straight the way through from a clearance from the defender. Defoe is against Arbeloa in a foot race. Arbeloa is not going to catch up. Defoe misses, gets the rebound. That is straight away a goal from Jermaine Defoe. And it's not Defoe, it's Musonda. Why did I think it was Defoe? Musonda is through again because they've left everybody up front to try and get back into this game. And this is what I meant before about being clean through and not scoring. Musonda, how did you not score that goal? You could have had two from coming on as a sub. They've got a corner in the last minute. I'm going to send Musonda all the way up to the halfway line and try and get a good clearance on it, or that sort of clearance, and I get tackled. Damn it! I wanted to try and get Oh, that's alright, that's full time. Well, we ended the game alright. We got sort of outplayed a little bit, but their counter-attacking meant that we did alright, because they had one shot from further out than I did. But you look at the possession, it was all over. They were all over us. What I'm going to do is end the video here. So if you enjoyed it, please give it a like. If you really loved it, please consider to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.